So we will be starting. Okay. Pranam and good morning, respected guests, Maharajis, professors, participants, and my fellow batchmates. It fills me with immense joy and pleasure to welcome you all again to the second day of the annual Tech Fest of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, Perceptron-2023, sponsored by Vista Intelligence and co-sponsored by Punjab National Bank. Before starting off the proceedings of the day, I want to thank both the sponsors for helping us to make our dream a reality with their contributions. It wouldn't have been possible for us to organize such an event without their support. I would also like to convey my regards to Maharajis, professors, and organizing committee who made this event functional. Today, we feel honored by the gracious presence of our chief guests. Dr. Arindam Shah, the current Managing Director and co-founder of Vista Intelligence, and Jayant Jha, Assistant Professor, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, who will also be a judge of our poster presentation competition later today. Also, I would like to welcome Mrs. Mallika Shah, Assistant Professor, Assistant Vice President, Marketing Communications of Vista Intelligence. Now, I would like to ask our Professor, Dr. Sudipta Das, President of the Organizing Committee, to please come and felicitate Dr. Arindam Shah. Now, I would like to ask Udvas Das, Secretary of the Organizing Committee, to please come and felicitate Mrs. Mallika Shah. Can we have a round of applause, please? Now, I would like to ask Kamal Budhroy, Joint Secretary of the Organizing Committee, to please come and felicitate Dr. Jayant Jha. A round of applause again, please. Now, I would like to ask Iqbal Hussain, convener, to come and felicitate our professor, guide, and also judge, Jaideep Mukherjee. Now, I would like to ask Shomen Haldar to come and felicitate our professor and judge, Soumitra Samanto. Thank you, everyone. With this, I would love to take this opportunity to introduce our guests. So, beginning with Dr. Arindam Shah. Dr. Shah is a PhD from XLRI Jamshedpur on market microstructure. In a career spanning 21 years, Dr. Shah has worked in various sectors, including steel, textile, chamber of commerce, commodity exchange, stock exchange, data analytics, and media. Before Vista, he worked in the organizations like Indian Chamber of Commerce, FIEO, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the Economic Times, MCX, BSc, NSC, and Ticker. He has performed roles in energy management, business development, strategy, general management, and communications. He has studied economics, statistics, and management from the University of Calcutta, Indian Statistical Institute, and IIS WBM. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Shah to our humble podium for sharing his words of wisdom. Along with that, it would also be great if he could share a few insights of Vista Intelligence for our juniors and also for the participants.
So, good morning and apologies for being few minutes late. I was with Maharaj Samarpanandaji for seeking his blessings for a reason. First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizers for making this happen and making Vista a part of this wonderful event, Perceptron 2023. I also extend my regards, our Vista's regards to my other distinguished guests, students from this university and from other universities. So in short, the anchor was asking if I can share a little bit of my wisdom. In an institute like this, which has been blessed by none other than শ্রী শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণ পরমহংস, আমাদের পরম আরাধ্যা শ্রী সারদা দেবী মা এবং স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ, সেখানে মনে হয় না আমার নিজের উইজডম খুব একটা দেখানোর প্রয়োজন আছে। They have their entire life's work is not, is so big that you cannot internalize in your one life. They have done so much for us, humanity at large. But having said that, 12th January was the day when Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary was celebrated throughout India a few days back. I just would like to quote two things that take it as my wisdom also. I always remind myself about that. I don't want to go wrong, so I just would like to quote as it is from the words of revered Swami Vivekananda ji. Take up one idea, make that one idea your life, dream of it, think of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, the body, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. Can there be better wisdom than this? So the second part. So when he asked me to speak about Vista also, Vista is just one idea. Like this. The idea is forecast. We want to forecast. We want to enter the world of predictions using statistical techniques, using mathematical models, using your artificial intelligence journey. So this is Vista in short, just one idea. Now rest other things like whether I forecast my future, the future of the city, maybe Joshimath, whether it is sinking, whether it will survive the test of time or not. These are all immaterial. Only thing is that we have to be perfect in what you are doing, which is forecasting. And I have been told by the learned academic people, like people from ISI and other. In fact, one of the professor from ISI is the co-founder of this Vista. That number of methodologies or theories that can predict any phenomena are limited. And my understanding today, after 3.5 years of Vista's journey, maybe around 10 to 15 theories exist on which rest other things are built. Once you master those 10-15 theories, the mathematical foundation of it, or I put it this way, the core mathematical structure of it, you are done with it. Other things like coding, language, whether Python or C#, C++, Java, are all icing on the cake. But the foundation is basically those theories. And I believe that in an institution like this, which is not purely commercial, like so many other institutes around the globe, you have been taught the nuances of subjects. And I am little old school. I always believe that reading textbook has no parallel. Class notes, YouTube videos will exist and will be much more in quantity in going forward. Pranam Maharaj. So I believe that, as I'm saying, there is no parallel to reading textbooks. I think you all have the habit of reading textbooks start to end to grasp the sense of the subject. Yesterday I was talking to a professor from New York University in the late evening India time. She was saying that they are doing this, doing that, but when I was getting deeper, the more fundamental question, even that professor of that stature was found wanted. I always believe that whatever Alimpan, Nilabjanan, your seniors are doing in Vista, and there are few others, I think 4-5 others, and 4-5 will be joining this time. What they should think, how they solve basic problems. Rest all outcomes, there are domain experts, market experts who will do. If you have brilliance, you should be able to solve some basic problem, which is very difficult. When they joined, when I interviewed them, I asked them how much time you will take, just to have a little bit of easy chat or fun of it. Nobody said more than 3 months, 4 months they will take to solve the problem that I was talking with them. Today, some of them admit it sounds very easy on the face of it, but when they put their hands on it, it takes enormous hours of dedicated time. It may run into 6 months also. Still, the answer is little unknown. So that way, because when you forecast, let's say consider two domains. I mean, finance domain, where the analytics is most sought after in the world. Finance domain, the forecasting is a decision in itself. Whatever your model will say will be engaged with actual money. So it's a decision in itself. In any other domain, be it climate, whether rain will happen or not, whether if rain happens, what the farmers will do or not do, be it sports, how Messi plays, what after what time he will fade out, etc., etc. Any research question is basically an aid to decision. It is not the decision itself. You predict Neymar, Messi, or this guy Ronaldo, whoever. So it has no direct impact on the actual bearing of the match. It's a decision-making process that may help the support staff, coach, who not. So we picked up financial market first. Now we are getting into two interesting domain, which is bioinformatics and consumer behavior. In bioinformatics, I believe I have learned this to my surprise. So there are billions of rogue proteins in our body. Otherwise, you will survive for ages, you will not have any disease. So all of us have some rogue proteins. What bioinformatics or the drug discovery, the subset of biodiscovery world, attempts to do is basically within a protein structure, the rogue protein structure, they want to dock another protein or another structure so that that disturbed element does not fructify into a bigger problem, or it gets confronted and lies to rest. So fitment of another protein, or I call it chemical structure, is the challenge. It sounds very easy, but I have been told, I'm only talking topical because there are people from varied interest domains. I have been told typically this journey, first of all, identifying the rogue protein was a challenge a few years back. Now I think people have sorted it. There are chromosome structure, etc., easily available. You spend few $1,000s and you get it. But fitment of that chemical composition, you start with an idea or 10 chemical composition, you start fitting it through whatever process you want to adopt, machine learning, etc., statistical modeling, Bayesian, and then you predict what is Vista's role there, which chemical structure can lead to the stage 4 clearance from the drug controller at the earliest. Simple question. It sounds so easy. I have a 3D video where I have to fit in and I have to see it is fitting or not fitting, how much time it is taking, when it is sleeping. I have been told this thing used to take no less than 5 to 10 years. Visualize it. A person dedicatedly working on a single research question which is sounded as simple as this for 5 to 10 long years. Then only he can claim a single bullet point on the biodata. That much perseverance is required if you want to get identified with called success. As Swami Vivekananda said, I just read for your thing, you have to devote entirely and drop all Maya from your considerations. Then you get success. But today, many of you come and expect 1 year, then I'll seek some other job, 20% increment, 30%. What you lose in the process, after 5 years, 10 years, you don't have a single bullet point on your CV which you can claim as you have done it. You are part of the team that you talk in the interview, which is nice. But what is your creation, contribution? That answer becomes a big circle. So whoever of you are entering the corporate world or will be entering in due course, please remember it is important to have some esteem value. If not for the outside world, if not for the material gain, at least for some time. It does not mean chasing this dream, this type of dream, which is apparently looking simple yet so complex when you start getting into it. 5 years journey. Now I have been told, fortunately, it takes 24 months. I was with one of the big pharma company top management. They are saying it takes 24 hours. Can you make it little shorter? So some of your ex-students was with me to visit their head office in Bombay. So we are talking there. And the other challenge is, can you predict the behavior of the protein that you are fitting to the rogue protein structure? So all this takes a toll on body, mind, distractions, peer pressure, which is dangerous. Your peer, somebody will say, I am getting this person, I have this designation, do you have it? That peer pressure, you have to leave those aside. The other word, all of you pray to him, have something. Swami Vivekananda, you can chase a dream it may result into some wonderful results. Then you are the leader. Famous quote. If you fail, then your experience becomes learning for many others and for yourself too. So there is nothing to lose in the whole journey. So gear up. I said now I conclude so that you can proceed with the day. Don't become so rattled with your designation, little bit of, hike in your salary so early in your career. Concentrate on the quality of mandate that you will be given and achieve something. That is important. That will create the foundation for rest of your life. Many of my friends who are short-sighted, on hindsight I am using this word, are in corporates. They all rise in very fast. It was like a concave or concave, whichever way your eye is. They fade out very fast because they have not accumulated any core thing which they can say that is theirs. Vista is a journey where I made it explicitly clear to my dear colleagues, you have to be patient. The one teammate of my team, who is a gold medalist from presidency, she had the idea that she will create wonders in no time. 3 years, her product is not on the screen, whereas some other products have come on the screen. Yesterday only I have a heated conversation with her. I allow free conversation in my office. She was saying, you have given me daily data, therefore the result has not come. You have given me this thing, which now whoever are joining are blessed to it. They are starting at this level. I have no product. She is frustrated and reasons. But question is the learning she has. She has gone through all the steps. She has not taken helicopter to ride the terrace. This is something others will not have because they joined late. So she experienced mistakes. So I was immediately connecting with the Vivekananda's word. Even if you fail, the learning that you get from it is the foundation for rest of your life. She will not touch daily data for market prediction for rest of her life. But that guarantee is not profound with any one of you. You may try somewhere because you have not experienced failure. So building it brick by brick is important. Having perseverance is important. Don't get under the world's peer pressure that somebody is doing this, doing that, I am not doing it. That does not make any sense. Achieve something, give something wherever you are, which organization has hired you. I'm sure they will be proud to have you. Reasons to have you and come back to the campus again. Let's go to that campus. I have come second time to this campus because Alimpa Nilabjanan has given me that confidence, your seniors. I'm sure whoever are coming this time will give me the confidence together with the earlier batches to come back again next year. And with these words, all the best to all of you. I'm sure each one of you have the potential to become leader and CEO. Why not aspire for it, to lead, right? Good luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful speech. And also, I believe that our juniors and the participants will also find the Vista Intelligence really interesting, the same way we did. Now, I would love to seek the opportunity to introduce Dr. Jayan Jha. Respected sir is currently an assistant professor of ISI and has been associated with well-known institutions like IIT Madras and AIX Mercer University. His vast work encompasses the various corners of his field with notable contributions in circular data, Bayesian inference, and computational neuroscience. We are extremely grateful to have him among us today. And now I would like to welcome Professor to our podium to share some wise words with us. Sir.
Yeah, so good morning, everyone. It's very nice to be in this institute, this institute based on the philosophy of Vivekananda. I was actually not prepared to give this speech, but so what I liked about, I discussed with Sudipto about what kind of courses you have in the institute and with other faculties also. And I am very happy that we have an institute where we teach data science both from the perspective of statistics as well as computer science. And it is very helpful for the students in getting good jobs and the way the things are moving in the world. Like after learning all these things, you could reach at the pinnacle of success. So all the best to the students. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such a lovely speech. We feel really honored to have you with us as our guest and also as our judge. So with that, I would like to seek permission from all the guests, Maharajjis and professors to commence the second day of Perceptron 2023. However, before starting off, I want to thank all the participants for coming and would love to tell them that today we will be having 3 remaining events along with a special talk from Dr. Bhavatesh Chanda. So the remaining events will be Phrenomophilia, poster presentation. This will take place in the corridors of Pragya Bhavan. Then there will be the second round of coding, the ones who qualified, they are here, I guess. This will be happening in the Arya Lab. Then there will be the third event after lunch. This will be the Exquisite, the quiz competition, which will be happening in here, the SSH. And then after the lunch, just after the lunch, before quiz, we will be having the special talk from Dr. Bhavatesh Chanda, which will be also happening in SSH. With that, I want to wish you all best of luck for the day and hope to see you all here in SSH at 2 p.m. Thank you.